trying to remember what this animal's called. In sand shrew. Because imagine if they do. Imagine there was like an insane overpopulation of those bugs and insects. Like, what then? What happens? What if they mate like crazy?
They are so mind-numbing.
Oh my god, this is so perfect. No single thoughts in the head. Good day, everybody. Today we're gonna be doing more Parz. It's been a few days since we've watched him. So yeah, sit back, relax. We're all gonna learn more about animals in Australia and in the whole world. All right, we're starting off with the crocodiles this time. Yeah, I haven't seen this one. Okay.
Crocodiles are just dinosaurs that forgot to go extinct. I am dead serious, and I cannot think of a croc species to better make
They do look like
than the
dinosaurs.
saltwater crocodile, a species native to the land down under, and shocking absolutely no one. Yes, it can and will eat you. You see, keeping on theme with the whole.
But they're not hostile though.
The salty stats
right?
just feels like something that should have been patched out with the rest of Jurassic Park, starting with their ridiculous size. You see, salties are the largest reptile on the planet, coming in at a total of 6 meters
Holy,
long,
19
with a maximum
feet.
weight of 1,100
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. But not a lot of crocs are that size and that big, right? I think over here in the Philippines, we have a famous crocodile. I forgot what his name is, but he's known for being extremely huge. So it's not common to have like super large one, right?
which makes this murder lizard genuinely longer than my f***ing car.
Oh! Okay, good Photoshop photo. So they're longer than cars. Oh my goodness. Croc cars. Croc cars would go wild.
And the f***ed up part is that despite being longer than my ute, they are for some reason absolute masters of stealth.
Sneaky.
Their crocs are ambush
Sneaky
predators,
little guy.
a scientific way of saying
God
they
damn
are
it.
dirty f***ing campers. You see, they've got two raised
I don't know,
lines
do you have
that
to
sit on the
reference?
top of their heads, which means they can submerge their Ford Falcon-sized frame basically entirely under the water without sacrificing the ability to spot whatever they are looking to turn into a Happy Meal. And from your perspective as the Happy Meal, they are really difficult to see, which makes it very easy to walk just a little too close and, yeah, get bitten in half by that hydraulic press they call a mouth.
That's like crunch.
That's right.
Oh, was that from the video? That was satisfying.
Right, just like any good camper, these scaly arseholes are packing a one-shot in the form of one of the highest bite forces of any animal on the f***ing planet, having been recorded at putting out a maximum of 3,700 PSI.
What's the hippos again? Do you guys remember what the hippos is again?
Their jaws.
But they're stronger,
To
right?
put that into context, your skull will crack at 1,100 PSI, so a croc would pop your head like a watermelon.
Yep.
And if you don't immediately get folded by the first bite, those jaws will latch onto you as the croc begins a
Hey, the death roll,
yeah. Washing machine until whatever part of you it has decided to eat snaps off and is added to its protein goals. But the best thing about the crocodile is their build is so f***ing good. They have genuinely been around with very little evolutionary change for 65 million years.
Oh my goodness.
I grew up watching Steve Irwin wrestle dinosaurs for fun.
Let's
Rest
fucking
in
go.
peace, you absolute
Legend.
Crocodiles.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Steve Irwin. His son is... I'm glad that his son is continuing his legacy. And he seems to be just as passionate as his dad. Which is great. Forgot his name though.
This bear was actually
Oh, the Polish bear!
But how? You see, it was
Isn't he the Polish
1942.
bear?
The 22nd Polish Artillery Company
Yeah.
was passing through the mountains of Iran on their way to the front lines to fight the Nazis. While passing through a town on their way, they were stopped by a young Iranian shepherd looking to trade with them for rations and a Swiss Army knife. When the Poles asked what he had to offer in return, the young shepherd produced a burlap sack containing an orphaned Syrian brown bear cub. You see, this bear's mother was shot by hunters, which is how he ended up in a
freaking Bambi.
being offered as a trade deal. The Polish looked at the bear and, clearly seeing the potential for insane cat war, said, "Good deal." And in the most worthwhile trade deal in history, parted ways with their supplies in exchange for a f***ing Pokemon. adopting him into their ranks and naming him Wojtek. And the 22nd
Wojtek?
immediately set about
Wojtek.
raising this little man as a bear and soldier.
Aww. It's absolutely insane that they're able to take care of the bear while he was, you know, out and about with them. Like, how would they feed the bear? They feed the same rations? Would they hunt? Or I guess would they let the bear hunt? How would they take care of the bear?
Maggots! As a baby, they would feed him condensed milk out of an empty vodka bottle, as well as
That sounds very European, to be fair.
feeding him on the cartoon bear diet consisting of fruit, honey, and
Oh.
marmalade. They also had a soldier as his caretaker, who wasted no time in showing Wojtek how to fit in with the rest of the army.
Oh,
He
he has a
to
little...
wave, salute, and even march.
Really?
While undergoing rigorous military training, Wojtek would hang out with the soldiers. He'd
Aww.
with them in the morning, train with them in the day, and when they all got faced in the evening, he would wrestle with them.
Oh
You
my
know how much a real bear
god.
has to love you to wrestle you?
Oh.
On top of double rations, they would also feed Wojtek treats in the form of beer and cigarettes. They let
What?
the bear have smoko.
What?
Eventually, Army High Command heard about this and were having absolutely none of it. You see, pets were not allowed in the army, which meant Wojtek had to go.
Oh.
Did he? Because the 22nd Artillery Company officially enlisted him.
I'm doing my
Let's fucking go! He's doing his part!
Wojtek was given a serial number and granted the rank of private. So when confronted
Let's
about
go.
the very conspicuous bear in their ranks, they simply went, "That's not a bear, that's Private Wojtek."
Oh.
Wojtek took his new role very seriously, as during the Battle of Monte Cassino in 1944, Wojtek began using his bulk to transport artillery shells and ammo to soldiers engaged in
That's fucking amazing. How did they train him? How would he know where to go?
combat. They had a fucking resupply bear.
Yeah.
For his bravery, he was promoted to the rank of corporal, and the 22nd changed their insignia to a bear carrying an
Oh.
artillery shell. This absolute unit
Oh.
smoked, drank, and dropped
Beer.
artillery on the Nazis.
Look at you. You look so concerned. Like, I got you. I got you. I'm getting your ammo. I got your ammo pack. He's so concerned, fighting for his friends. Oh, I love this. This is insane bear lore, you guys. Who would have thought a fucking bear could be trainable in the army? Maybe, you know, in case something happens, maybe we could also get ourselves a bear.
Based. If you see this thing T-pose, run.
What's that called? Oh, I'm trying to remember what this animal's called. Fucking sand shrew.
Introducing the anteater, a goofy little creature native to Brazil. And to understand why the absolute stance on this bad boy is
What is that
30 years old,
pose?
You're going to have to understand a little about his lifestyle first. Now listen, I know this may come as a shock to you, but the anteater eats ants.
Ants.
And weighing in at 40 kilos.
Look at that long boy.
0.8 meters.
Look at that long
and
snout.
to consume upwards of 40,000 ants per day. Now, in order
That
to help him
is a whole
involved,
fucking
the
colony.
anteater has a
What?
mystery mouse tool stored inside that XL sniffer. A 60
Oh my god, look at that tongue. 2 feet?
centimeter long
Holy.
tongue designed to snake its way down an ant colony's tunnel network, smash into their living room, and abduct the entire
Oh no, imagine you're an ant. POV, you're an ant, and you see this long, slimy thing sliding into your colony. It's like a fucking tentacle attack.
cast of Bug's life and convert them into a high-calorie meal. However,
No.
what that tongue do only
What?
goes so
Oh
far,
my
as
God.
An ant colony can extend up to 4 meters underground, and termites live in high-rises, which means our boy here is going to have to do a little excavation to get to the goods. But
Yeah.
last I checked, an anteater can't go down to Bunnings and buy a fucking shovel. So how does he dig? Oh, that's simple. With the combat knives has for claws.
The claws, yeah.
Are permanently cosplaying Freddy Krueger. 4-inch claws, which
with a long
the
tongue,
effectiveness of a few inches, can crack through f***ing concrete. Now,
holy,
digging, but they are
that's
also
strong.
more capable of flatlining you. When threatened, the anteater will rear up into a defensive T-pose.
Oh.
This is your sign, if you are smart, to turn around,
run.
all the way off. If, however, you were, say, some dumbass trophy hunter who really felt the need to try and stab an animal for no reason other than ego, the anteater will swipe at you with those claws, which are at the perfect
That would
height to nail you
hurt.
in a fight.
Oh
Slip
my
through your
god.
flesh like butter and
Oh.
sever your femoral
Oh,
artery,
fuck.
causing you to bleed out in 2 minutes while the anteater watches you go meet your ancestors. Can you imagine having to explain to your
Not the
ancestors who
ancestors.
felled woolly mammoths you got your packed up by the most unserious creature on the planet hitting
Yeah. Who would even try to threaten an anteater or try to fight one? What the fuck? I guess for
If you
bragging
see
rights. For bragging rights, I suppose.
This bird can straight hit you with a Mortal Kombat fatality.
How though?
Introducing the cassowary, a species
Oh,
of
it's
rat knight
huge.
native to the land down under. And for once, guys, it's not venomous. Can still flatline you though, and I'm going to
Dangerous
tell you how.
bird.
You
Are
see,
they
these
just
neon
angry
chickens
birds?
belong to the same family of birds as the emu, and as such share their impressive size,
Ah.
coming in at a solid 79 feet
Holy!
and growing up to 6
Huge.
feet tall, meaning short kings in my
They're
audience
huge.
would, in theory, mount these things like a chocobo. What makes them stick out from emus? Well, you see, the cassowary is basically a spec ops emu.
A speck. They do look really cool though with that big head of
Being
theirs.
twice the weight, highly territorial, and
Holy.
most importantly, coming with a combat knife.
Oh,
strapped to
the
their foot.
nails.
That's right. This is a cassowary
Or the
claw, and
claws.
it's the reason they can hit you with a fighting game finisher. You see, these claws are a full 5 inches long.
5 fucking
what I mean?
inches.
5 inches, way too big for anything, and especially if it's something that's going inside me. And if you anger the tactical assault turkey, that is exactly what you're gonna get, as their go-to defense method is to kick you square in the gut with that kitchen knife and attempt to disembowel you. And I mean, even if the kick doesn't put your insides on the outsides, that kick is still going to send you flying, which can cause some fairly major problems. Problems like the incident that occurred in 2012, where I you not, a cassowary ran up behind a random tourist, hit the heavy attack button, and kicked the guy down a small cliff into the ocean.
Fuck.
Luckily,
Holy.
he survived, but the fact that I live in a country where at any point I could be hit with a sneak attack by a kaiju
Yeah.
is terrifying.
That's so scary. Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm sure they're not like out and about, and I hope they're not that common, because boy, that would be scary. Fucking assault turkey. Spec ops.
Australia just found a new record-breaking...
A mosquito or
But
what?
before I show him to you, how the f*** do we keep finding new bugs? You see, Australia is home to an estimated 200,000
Holy.
species, which is pretty damn impressive, especially when you consider the only place you're going to find more bugs than that is by counting the f***ing roach population in Asmongold's walls.
That's a gold catchy trees. Oh my god. What? He actually has a fucking roach on him. Oh damn. Can he just clean his room?
Now, the scary part of this is that out of that 200k, we've only actually identified 62,000. Meaning that we
62
have no
only?
idea what nearly 3/4 of the bugs in the country actually fucking do.
Yeah.
So it should come as no surprise that while exploring Australia's dense rainforests, two scientists discovered a new record holder for the largest insect in the land down under, and it's a
The
fucking
stick bug? Yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
Introducing
dun.
Acrophila.
Whoa. Look at, oh my god, it's huge. Chat, we have a snack called Sticko. He's bigger than a Sticko. He's bigger than a regular small steak.
Alta, and coming in at a
Holy.
40 centimeters and 44 grams in weight. I don't think that qualifies
Why is he holding it?
insect anymore.
Well, I guess he's
That's
not hostile.
Brute. Australia's very own Erdtree avatar was discovered in Queensland. Because of course it fucking was.
Caleb.
Despite being enough inches in length to make any man jealous, it's
Oh!
completely harmless. However, given how many oversized bugs we
Arachnophobia
already have,
warning.
if we find any more, I think they're going to send the fucking Helldivers. Australia just found a...
The guy sent the hell divers to Australia at this point. I just hope that they don't get like overpopulated. You know what I mean? Because imagine if they do. Imagine there was like an insane overpopulation of those bugs and insects. Like, what then? What happens? What if they mate like crazy?
Platypus are weird, but I'm not sure you quite
Oh,
understand
look at
just
that little
how
guy.
fucking weird. So everyone knows the basics. They lay eggs, they sweat milk, and they look like God hit randomizer.
I didn't even think sweat milk.
Creator and just called it a day. But you see, mate, that's barely even scratching the surface of weird platypus features. First up, as is the qualifier for any Australian animal, did you know they're venomous? No, I'm not fucking with you. You heard me correctly. Male platypus actually have venomous spurs on their legs. These spurs are multi-purpose, acting as defense from predators, as well as a tool for throwing hands with other male platypus during mating season. While their venom is non-lethal, that doesn't mean that getting stung by them doesn't fucking suck. See, platypus venom can cause extreme pain and swelling, and to ensure you remember not to fuck with them again, these effects can last for several months and have no treatment or anti-venom. So if Perry stabs your shit, your only option is to cry about it.
Oh my god, I didn't know they were that, I guess, equipped with deadly weapon.
Next on the list of offensive capabilities, I shit you not, platypus share the same hunting method as sharks. You see, that big-ass bill isn't just for show, as it contains enough surveillance equipment to make the CIA blush, possessing the ability to sense changes in pressure in the water, but most importantly, containing electroreceptors. Electrical signals from muscle contractions made by their prey.
What?
When whatever they're chasing starts quaking in fear, they know
they're
about
dead.
it.
Oh
and
my.
last but not least, as if those things weren't already unbelievable, we recently discovered something new. Platypus are fucking biofluorescent. They
are?
glow. If you hit the...
What? I never knew this. Oh my god, they're glowing little guys.
These things with a black light,
Yeah.
they go bright fucking green.
Fuck
and
yeah.
the best part of that is, we have no clue why they do it. I guess it just means Perry was a biblically accurate platypus man. Who fucking designed this thing? Platypus.
Why do they have the need to be bioluminescent? Do any animal experts in the comments can explain why? Yeah, because I know there's like bioluminescent jellyfish or like little critters in the ocean, but a fucking platypus? Is it because they're that deadly? We need to be aware of their whereabouts.
Koalas are really...
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I just looked at the koala and I'm like, this might be how I look like when I'm, turn 70. Look at that scrunkly little guy.
In fact, Australia's fuzzy icon is probably the dumbest thing on the planet.
No thoughts? Head empty?
Their diet, because of all the things they could have chosen to eat, they chose to eat nothing but straight up poison.
Oh!
You see, koalas feed exclusively on eucalyptus leaves, which,
Yeah.
shocking no one, are highly toxic. Because they are full to the brim with eucalypt oil, which is so fucking poisonous that as little as 3.75 mil is enough to land you in the afterlife, with the Reaper asking you why the fuck you felt the need to eat a leaf. Why? Oh, it's also highly flammable and burns like napalm.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, that's good to know.
Now, despite nature putting up this giant do not eat sign, that did not stop the koala, because he can't fucking read. This suboptimal bulking diet not only gives the koala all in the way of nutrition, but also requires their body to rest to filter out the toxins so they fucking cark it.
Oh, look at him.
They need to spend upwards of 18 hours a day sleeping in order to just digest their fucking food.
Why? It's like they exist just to sleep. They exist just to eat the leaves and then sleep. It's like, I guess if Snoop Dogg was an animal, he would be a koala.
These dumbasses spend most of their life in a food coma. That is, however, if they even get to the food to begin with, because they are so mind-numbing.
Oh my god, this is so perfect. No single thoughts in the head. The lights are on, but the home is empty.
Brain dead that they will not recognize a eucalyptus leaf as food unless it is on the branch. I could give this dumbass a lifetime supply of food, and if it wasn't on a stick, he would starve to death. It should come as no surprise to you at this point that the koala has such an esky temperature IQ that they literally have a smooth brain. The thoughts slide right off of this dumb I love him.
I love them. So what is their purpose to exist then? Like what is their reason to exist in the food chain? Is it because of, I guess, controlling the eucalyptus population? Population? I know. Why do they exist? Just to be cute and eat eucalyptus, I guess. You know what? Yeah, valid enough. They're cute. But we can't really touch them, right? I think from what I remember, Australians advise against petting koalas. But yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know.
Scientists just de-extincted a 12,000-year-old dog. Well, kind of.
What?
You see, a bioengineering company called Colossal has dedicated itself to doing what every single Jurassic Park film is a bad idea.
Oh no. Yeah.
Bringing back extinct species. And recently, they made a breakthrough. They have managed to bring back the 12,000-year-old direwolf.
Oh.
You know those big puppies from Game of Thrones that the Starks had? Yeah, those were actually a real-ass animal, alive during the late Ice Age. And the best way I can describe them to you is basically a wolf on steroids. Yeah, buddy!
Really?
These things were bigger, faster, and stronger, estimated to have the highest bite force out of any canine. And in a move that I'm sure has no implications, they have managed to bring these bad boys back to life.
Oh my god, how?
These guys are now 6 months old and have been living on a private plot of land with 24/7 veterinary care. However, they've only just been shown off to the public, with the company going so far as to get a photo op with George R.R. Martin holding one of these adorable little kids, showing that man will literally interact with an extinct species before he finishes that last book. There is, however, one small problem.
Of course.
This isn't technically a direwolf. You see, by merit of them being extinct,
it's more of a dog.
Into necromancy, you can't exactly bring them back.
Yeah.
Which is where this guy comes in. You see, the grey wolf shares 99.5% of its genetic code with the direwolf. So, using CRISPR gene editing, they basically toss the grey wolf back into the spore creator, then using the code found in direwolf fossils as a build guide, juiced the out of it, boosting the size slider and putting some extra points in the strength, as well as adjusting its head shape and teeth. All in all, they made a total of 20 edits to 14 genes, producing the closest thing we can get to a direwolf short of time travel.
But why?
I give it 5 years before a man-made horror beyond comprehension breaks down and we are all playing Resident Evil. Science?
Why though? What's the need? What's the need for this kind of scientific breakthrough? Why do we need to bring back direwolves? Is it because they're bored? Is it for fun? I'm just wondering, because it like bringing back creatures from the dead, well, sort of like bioengineering them, doesn't sound like a good idea. Why? Why, guys? Why?
Most snails aren't scary, except for this one. This one's Australian.
Yeah, the cone snail.
The cone snail, an aquatic mollusk native to the land down under. And as seems to be the requirement when sharing your postcode with a kangaroo, you guessed it. It can quite easily cause your neck snap to be in a coffin.
Oh my god.
What can achieve it is this bad boy right here. You see, despite most snails having a reputation for being slow goobers that get folded by a salt shaker, the cone snail is a highly effective ambush predator. And you may be wondering,
predator, okay.
A creature that moves slower than the GTA 6 development cycle hunt anything.
GTA 6, I want Bully. I want the sequel to Bully. Come on.
Well, that's simple. It has a grappling hook. That's murderous little cousin here is a roadhog, mate.
Oh.
And he hunts by
Hoy there.
slowly but surely stalking up on his prey until
Oh my god, look at that
just
little...
within range, and then bang! The cone snail does a quarter circle input, spitting out a toothed harpoon at 90 kilometers a hour. This harpoon
That's
then
fast.
nails its prey, allowing them to reel it in like he's playing Scorpion.
Oh!
In case that wasn't bad enough, as seems to be a requirement for spawning on Australian servers,
Of course.
venomous. That harpoon also injects its prey with a highly potent neurotoxin that instantly paralyzes it. This means it cannot put up a fight, as it is sucked into the snail's ginormous maw like a nightmarish version of Kirby. And
So it gets
just in case
poisoned.
you might be safe, cone snail
And then
venom
ate.
is potent enough to kill 700 people
Holy!
with one sting.
That
And,
deadly!
no anti-venom. Because it's not
Okay,
enough
what
to-
happens when you get stung?
I have to die knowing there is
You just
zero
die.
counterplay. Who balanced this
Yeah.
Cone snail?
Okay, what? 700 people with one sting and no anti-venom? How many cone snail deaths are there in Australia per year, I wonder? If you guys know, just let me know. I'm a bit too lazy to Google. It's crazy! Like, I hope they're not that common in Australia.
Australia lost a war to emus.
How? But how?
But how? How the did we lose an armed conflict with flightless birds? Well, it all started in 1932 when farmers in Western Australia wanted to grow wheat. There was that's
Oh,
emu
the
territory.
property.
Emus really like wheat.
Yeah.
And coming in at 6 foot tall and 40 kilos in weight, they can eat a lot of it. So when breeding season came around, the emus migrated through the farmland, and these poor farmers were overwhelmed by a tyrannid swarm of man-sized poultry. 20,000 emus strong.
20,000?
These had the tanks then proceeded to
It's like the whole fucking nation of emus.
completely steamroll through the fences into the fields and started laying waste to the wheat.
Oh.
Farmers attempted to fight back the initial wave with rifle fire, but their efforts were, putting it lightly, completely useless. This ginormous animal made
Really?
the farmers pretty bloody angry, so they gathered together and went to the government to ask for help. Sir, 20,000 emus have hit the wheat fields. Fuck me, mate. And so the government declared the emus enemies of the state and sent in the
Most
army to
wanted.
commence the Great Emu War.
Wait, really? They sent a whole army? Well, I guess you have to use guns, I guess, or resort to
entire
guns.
7th Heavy Artillery Division was deployed to WA.
Really?
Armed with 2 LMGs, 10,000 rounds,
Oh
and
my
the sole
God.
objective to blast anything with feathers.
Oh,
Excessive for an overgrown
it
turkey, if you ask
is.
me. And upon their first deployment, the army immediately ran into a major problem.
Oh, no.
Emus are fast.
Oh. Oh.
Really fast, clocking a top speed of 50 kilometers an hour, which meant that once they opened fire, the emus would immediately bolt out of range of their weapons.
Yeah.
But they still took a crack at it, and then immediately stopped when both LMGs jammed after only dropping 12 emus. This embarrassment led the army to retreat and rethink their plan. So a few weeks later they returned, this time mounting the LMGs on trucks in an attempt to run the birds down. However, this also didn't work, because
Oh
after figuring
my
out that those
God.
trucks meant they were about to be turned into a KFC family bucket, the emus started leaving scout birds who would warn the flock of the approaching
It's
truck,
the cops.
which gave them all enough time to book it before the army even got there. And
They
when
even got
did
their
catch the
scout
emus,
units.
They found out
Nice.
they were kind of... Because emus are mostly feathers, and there's a lot of places you can hit on them without doing any damage. Meaning it was taking around 10 bullets for every one bird. So after a month of blood, sweat, tears, and 10,000 rounds of ammunition, the army managed to bring down 906.
Oh my god, out of 20,000 emus.
The population was 20,000. This was an issue as, unlike America, our defense budget is not a bottomless pit. So the army had wasted all that money to achieve absolutely fuck all.
Yeah,
The government
yeah.
just kind of built a really long, really shit fence around the farms and called it a day. How the fuck did we lose this? I could have done a better job with a boomerang and a cricket bat.
It's absolutely insane that they only took the 960 with fucking modern weapons. Insane. So now we know if we want defense, we gotta have an emu build, emu tank build. You gotta be fast, lots of feathers, and strong. It's crazy that these animals all exist in Australia. 20,000 fucking numbers strong though. That's insane. But I wonder what's their population now, or if they're still growing, and if that fence is still working. Because it looks like you could just run to it, have 100 emus run to a fence, and it'll just break down, you know? But anywho, guys, thank you for watching. More Parz with me again. This was a great session, and I am so enjoying watching him with y'all. If you have any suggestions for funny shorts, interesting shorts that you think would be great for me to react to, make sure to put it down in the comments below. Have a good day. Thank you.